If this audio sounds bad, this could be terrible for the salmon population. Hey, do I know what I'm doing? Do we know what any of this is? No, I actually don't. Um, is this something I just decided to do on a whim? Yeah. Did this take 2 days to make? Yeah. Probably take more to edit and to film, but I'm talking about this PowerPoint. PowerPoint that's not there. Fuck. Hey, freaks. My name is Sun. If you are seeing this, it's a miracle because I honestly don't think I'm ever gonna edit this. I'll probably just sit on this PC until I die. And I'll just go over it and laugh and giggle and chuckle. So if you're seeing this in the wild, celebrate. It's a thing to celebrate. I achieved something. Yippee! Anyways, I hope the audio sounds good. I also have my hands full. I have a pointer. It's purple. I don't know if you can see that. My mouse, which is purple. I did not buy the pointer. I bought the mouse. The pointer I found in my sibling's room. This is my parents' house because I'm home from the summer for college. And I'm not this rich. Please don't think I'm rich. I am actually very poor. My parents are just wealthy. And I mooch off of them when I'm home. Symbiotic relationship because I am the first daughter. The eldest daughter, so. Anyways, so I'm gonna put that on the floor. Anyways, so what are we doing today? Simple. Transformers. I love Transformers. This thing, these guys, these little robots, I discounted them for the longest time in my life. I'm 21 years old. I found out that they were cool last year. Yeah, it was 2024, October. For Transformers 1. My brother's like, hey, you wanna go see this silly movie with me? My friend recommended it. And I was like, absolutely, I'm not doing anything else. I went there. Mind blown. And a new thing opened up for me. This is all I can think about. And this is all I've been able to think about for a year. Adore Transformers. And so that's what we're doing. We're making a tier list of Transformers Smile by Sun. Me, Sunshine. Now, who am I? Oh, who am I? Actually, who is giving you this presentation, this ranking? I'm a 21-year-old college student. I'm studying child development. I want to be a teacher. Got ADHD. What else do people say? I don't want to do a draw my life. I need a whiteboard for that. My original idea was to wait till I got back to school to commandeer a classroom and then write this all on a whiteboard because I feel like that gives energy. Like that manic energy is me. So, but instead, I don't have a big enough whiteboard, and this, not a wall. This is fabric. I didn't know it was fabric. I thought it was a wall, so I was gonna print them all off and then actually physically do it, but I can't. This is fabric, and there's a space behind it. Perks of being rich. Not though. It sucks. It's actually pretty nice to come home and mooch off my parents and have food and a theater room for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, that's who I am. I'm Sunshine. I'm pretty cool. I think I'm pretty silly. If you see me looking over here, this is my transmission of I can see my audio levels and my video. So I want to make sure I'm in frame because I have a habit of not being in frame, and it's not nice. It's not nice for me. It's not good. Anyways, so as any good, not gruel, any good PowerPoint teacher classroom thing, we need to have rules. This is very, very important. First rule, these are my personal rankings. You can disagree. You can't see that shit. You can disagree, that's what it says. Please feel free to disagree. I am not all-knowing. I've only known these characters for a year. I'm slowly working my way through Transformers canon, but this is 40 years of canon that I have to make my way through. As much as I love it, I can't commit that much time to it because I don't know, I probably could. Anyways, what you might be asking, what am I ranking exactly? I don't know. I don't know what I'm ranking each Transformer on. It could be looks, it could be like just the vibe I get from them. It could also just be because they're hot. Or I like them as characters. They're characters that are really deep and interesting. I love character study. So yeah, don't worry about it. Also, These are all Transformers I at least know a little bit about. It might be like their name. You don't know how much I know. I don't know how much I know. I do know how much I know. But I know something. That's all you can really get from me. It could be I could give you like a 3 hour long lecture, or I could just give you their name. There's like there's a lot in between. I shouldn't say that. Anyways, last one. Not last one. I'm lumping all iterations together. It's like one person. So if all the Megatrons all are the same person, all the Optimus Primes are all the same person, Bumblebees, all of that. I don't have time. This is already super short. I just don't have the energy for that. I already wasted all my energy doing this. Maybe later. Maybe if I actually finish this video, then I'll do it. Last one. Don't worry. Don't stress your little head about how many Transformers there are in this PowerPoint. You don't need to know. You also shouldn't look at the time of this video if it's out in the wild. Please don't look at the time. Please don't look at the time. Just relax. Just relax. Take a break. Get a snack. Put this on a projector if you have a movie room. Your parents have a movie room, because I don't. I'm poor, right? And last but not least, I'm right and you're wrong. I lied about my first one. I am always correct. I want to be a teacher. I know so much about Transformers and you guys don't. I'm the ultimate choice. I'm always right. If you do disagree, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you give me a good reason why and you don't yell at me, I might change my stance. If not, my therapist will hear about this. My therapist will hear about this. That is a threat. Hey, this is editing, son. Second reshoot day, son. But I lied to you at the beginning of this. This video, some of the audio does suck that I had to redo it. Oh, so I'm redoing it now. So if you see me wearing my Renee Rapp shirt, love her. Or my original fit in the beginning, my normal one, the one with the red shirt and pants. That's why. That's just why. Yeah, basically, I don't really have much to say, so continue on. Now to the tier lists. This is a very important part of tier lists. Like, what are we ranking them? Not what are we ranking them on, but what are the criteria? Like, what groups? What groups are we doing? Who knows? Not me. I do know. The first tier. I grabbed my pointer for this. Look at my handhold, guys. This is coming apart at the seams, and I'm okay with that. First tier, red, the top, where everyone wants to be, but few actually achieve it. Pookie, less than 3. These are my favorite characters, and these are the characters I think about the most. Whether that be, I do know what it is. They are just silly, goofy guys, and I love them. And they're all I think about. When I think of Transformers, I think about my Pookies most likely. Next one is Freak, but important, lowercase f. It's more of like you're a freak. It's a term of endearment. I use freak as a term of endearment. But then when I mean it in a bad way, people don't really know. So, to differentiate, I did not say that word correctly. We are doing lowercase f right under Pookie. Next, I would let you in my house for a glass of tea. Yes, it says glass of tea. To be completely honest with you guys, I was almost like 4 hours into this PowerPoint. I already changed this tier list once because I wanted. Yes, it says glass of tea because I was already 4 hours into this. I already changed it once to give it more equal spacing because I didn't do that the first time. And I didn't realize until like it wasn't even 4, it was probably like 6 hours in. And so it's staying the same. It's saying glass of tea. I know it's cup of tea. I'm not dumb. It's glass of tea. So here, glass of sweet tea possibly. I am from the South. But don't worry about it, guys. You can yell at me in the comments. I don't care. My therapist will hear about this and cause me a little bit more damage, I guess. Next one is okay, but it has to be said okay. Okay. Yeah. Kind of like a hell yeah. Can I curse? Can I curse yet? Well, YouTube censors let me curse. What the fuck? Next is huh. Huh can be said in multiple different ways. We got huh. We also got huh. We also got huh. All three different tonations, all three different meanings, but they all go under the huh category. They're very similar huhs, and it's more just like if I think you're interesting or if I think you're weird. Like a little cuckoo, a little loose in the cogs that make up your brain, I guess. A little loose in the wires. Next, freak, capital F. Meaning of the word, absolute freak. I don't mean it in an endearing term this time. I mean you're an absolute weirdo. Why did you do that? Why are you like that? Those are for our resident freaks. Next. Ooh, don't get me started. These are the ones that really piss me off. They make me really angry. Not physically, mentally angry. The only character that's ever gotten me physically angry is Nolan Grayson from Invincible. I will pummel that man and I will win. Yes, he is Omni-Man, and yes, he is a Viltrumite, but I am 5'3", Southern lady, and I have the rage of gods. I deserve Debbie, he doesn't. Anyways, last one, cop. So now that we've gotten that covered, let's start off with our leading man. When you think of Transformers, when you haven't watched much Transformers, you think of one and only man, Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is a very sweet little guy. Thoroughly enjoy him. As Peter Cullen said, he is strong enough to be gentle. He is a great leader. I thoroughly enjoy him. He's perfect masculinity. He's exactly what little boys needed in the 80s. I don't know. Anything that's not favors Optimus Prime is a great role model. Favors took someone's face off, and we don't. Little boys shouldn't be taking people's faces off. Anyways, so he's a great guy, great leader, great stature. By the way, you guys are gonna have to stick with me here. Something. This is something I really, really got to make you guys understand. Okay, okay, hear me out. Okay, Generation 1, big tits, slutty waist. Prime, big tits, slutty waist. Favors, big tits, slutty waist. Other live action one that I do not know the name of, big tits, slutty waist, right? Transformers 1, big tits, slutty waist, right? Animated, big tits, slutty waist. With IDW too. All the other ones, Armada, not so much. But he is the most consistent big tits, slutty waist. I don't need this anymore. He's the most consistent bot to have it across all of his designs. That's crazy. They really looked at this man and said, you know what his defining feature should be? That he's red, white, and blue, but also has big tits and slutty waist. He's a truck. What is he hauling around? A baby? So where does he go on our ranking? I feel like it would be mean to rank him by his big tits, slutty waist. That wouldn't be fair. I'm not here to objectify the Autobots, or the Decepticons, or any Cybertronian. I'm not that kind of person. So, out of all of these, I feel like he would be a perfect guest to let into my house and have a glass of tea. Cup of tea. He would just sit there really daintily and have a little break. He needs a break, god damn it. He needs a break. Primus, please let him sleep. Please let him die and stay dead for more than a month. He would just sip his little tea and be very cute, and like we would just chat. I feel like we would have a great chat. Next, we're going to continue on with the well-known Autobots right now. We got Bumblebee. To be honest, guys, I don't have many thoughts. Many, like, big thoughts on Bumblebee, other than the fact that I don't like the infant, treating him like a baby. He's not a baby. He's like, if we're going to quit, I don't think that's the name, if we're going to change Cybertronian years to, like, human years, he's like 21. He's like my age. He's a young adult. Yeah, he's younger than all the other Cybertronians because they're like fucking 40, 50, 60 for Ratchet. But like He's just a young adult. Let him be a young adult. He's not a child. He's not a child. Please. Ooh, piss me off. Piss me off. Anyways, where does Bumblebee rank here? I said okay. Okay. Because, like, I feel like I wouldn't want to let him into my house. I wouldn't call him freak. And he's not really a Pookie. I feel like he's living right there and very happy there. I'll support him from the sidelines. Next, we have Prowl. Prowl is a cop. Prowl is going in the cop category. Jazz. Jazz is really silly. I thoroughly enjoy Jazz. He is a music guy. He likes music. He does sound booms in Generation 1. I don't know why they don't let him continue to do that. That is so silly. What else about Jazz? Jazz is a special operative. He's a spy. He can kind of go invisible, but not have to have the power of being invisible. Mirage. And he also kind of looks like a panda. He looks like a panda in Transformers 1, kind of. You squint. If I was going to assign Jazz an animal, it would be a panda, not because they are fast, because he is pretty fast. He's a speedster, but because he kind of looks like one. Look at that hat. Look at that hat. Anyways, where's Jazz go? I already know. I don't know why I'm holding for dramatic effect. He goes in the freak category, the lowercase f. Yeah, because he's a little freak. Next we have Ratchet. I just want to tell you how I love Ratchet so much. He is so cool. I love Ratchet. He is a medical personnel and he's so mean. Oh, he's so mean. He's the Autobot Chief Medical Officer, and he is also known as Ratchet the Hatchet for people who don't know Transformers and just kind of clicked on this video. Oh, but he's so mean for real. I am also a very mean lesbian. Ah, he's so cool and so awesome and so awesome and so cool. Yeah, so I don't even think we need to wait. He's in Pookie category. He's our first Pookie. Yippee! Our first Pookie. I think about him a lot. Next, we have Ultra Magnus. So I read through More Than Meets the Eye. That was the first comic of Transformers that I have read, with a few leading up to it, like their names. I don't have many thoughts on Ultra Magnus, other than he's a little guy inside a little guy inside a little guy. That was a little crazy, he kept psyching me out, and that was weird. He also is a little bit of a stick in the mud. He's a stick in the mud. He's a little freak. He loves laws. He was the leader of the Tyrest Accords for a little while, but he gave that up. He denounced his cop ways, but he still was a cop. And not even to mention Transformers Animated. That guy's freaky. Racist too. But I'm gonna put him. Where would I put Ultra Magnus? He's a big guy. He's a big silly little guy. He's going in the category, but like a because like, one, he denounced his cop ways, but two, in Transformers Animated, he is also a racist leader against Warframes, i.e. Decepticons. That's a little crazy. That's a little weird. Alright, freak. Anyways, now we got Jet slash Skyfire. He's a silly little guy. I thoroughly enjoy him. He is so funny, so goofy. He's a very kind man. Look at him. Look at his little shape and his colors. And he is a scientist. He's a scientist. He also put up with Starscream. Crazy. But I have one issue with him. One issue. Who's this? Mr. Michael. Michael, let me get really close to you. Who the fuck is that? That is not the man. That is not the man on the left. Yeah, it's not the man on the left. That is a weirdo. He looks like he would call me a slur. That is not the same man. Mr. Bay, if you are coming back to Transformers, I know you are. Please, if you want to make a silly little character that's very different from the original, Just name them something fucking different, please. Do not mess with my guy, Jet/Skyfire. He is so silly, so goofy, and I do not need to see that. I'm looking for pictures of my beautiful little guy. Anyways, where would Sky/Jetfire land on this ranking? He would come right with Optimus to get a glass of tea. He would have a great time. I feel the three of us would have a lovely conversation. I would enjoy that. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, let's move on to the Decepticons high command, because this is the most definitive list that I've compiled, and I looked online and there was no lists. Weird. They should really have that. They should, Optimus, gotta get on that. You gotta get a list. Anyways, so let's move on to the Decepticon high command. First of all, we got Megatron. Guys, I hate to break it to you. I have something to share. If I was alive when the war started, I was a Cybertronian. I'd be a little plane, a little spy plane. I would have joined the Decepticons. I'm a Decepticon at heart, guys. I'm so sorry. Listen. Especially in the new continuities, Megatron is right. Megatron's got it all figured out. He does not have it all figured out. He's kind of a lunatic, but that's also kind of the point. He's actually really cool. A lot of the times rising above your sanction because he's seen as disposable, whether that be like a miner, gladiator, or whatever, and choosing to fight for his rights and for the rights of people around him. I think he's a really interesting character because in trying to save those he cared about, he condemned them to genocide. That's crazy. That's crazy. How do you cope with that? He doesn't. He actually just goes insane. He goes insane. And you know what? I see a lot of myself. No, cut that out. You know, he's just really cool. And also, he has some killer designs. Like, look, like Bayverse. I think this is one of my favorite Bayverse designs. I think it's really nice with all the spikes and stuff. Very gladiatory, very prime. I forgot Megatron Prime design in here, I think. We also got Transformers 1. Dope. We got Earthspark, also sick. Hot Old Man. We also got both the IDW designs for him. Guys, I'm a lesbian. Trust, I'm a lesbian. I love women. But that man's hot. I'm not afraid to say that. Well, I think Megatron in general, besides his G1 design, is hot. And Bayverse. I don't think Bayverse is hot. I think he's just cool looking. Also, I have to mention Autobot Megatron. Oh, but I really like his character. I think his character is really interesting. I do not condone any of his actions. Do not do when he goes crazy and stupid and becomes Robot Hitler in IDW. Do not do that. Don't do that. Rising above your sanction and fighting for what you believe in and for your rights of yourself and others like you is good. He was right. Keyword was. Anyways, where's Megatron going? You should always know this. I'm already gonna click it. He's Pookie. He's my Pookie. I'm thinking about him so much. I carry around 3 Megatrons in my purse. 3. I want more. Next we got Starscream, Captain of the Skies, second in command for the I keep turning the wrong way. Decepticons. He is a little whiny bitch. He is so silly. He needs to take a breath. Wait. And not be as impulsive, and he could take over the Decepticons. Like, he's smart. Starscream's smart, except in Prime. But he's smart. He can do a lot of shit. He's second in command. He keeps that, even after trying to kill Megatron thousands and thousands and millions of times. And he's like, what's it called? Has the respect of all aerial troops. Like, he's in charge of all Seekers. Like, that's crazy. Like, just take a breath and wait for the right moment. And I feel like you'd be fine. Instead of going, Megatron, stop his toe! You're gonna get pummeled for that, bitch. And he keeps trying the same things, like switch it up once in a while. Get silly with it. Anyways, Starscream, category freak, lowercase f. Next we got Shockwave. I keep turning the wrong way. Absolute crazy man. Absolute crazy. Imagine this, right? You are in the My Little Pony universe, right? Yeah, you see Twilight Sparkle, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, Applejack, all of them. And you look at them, and you're like, huh, they bleed red and they do magic. I bet if I threw them all in my amazing blender, my huge, ginormous, gigantic blender, they would make food for me, my very specific, like, mineral food. Huh? They're ponies. I don't think that exists on their planet, let alone they eat it. What do you think is gonna happen? All these ponies are just gonna die. Alright, and now think about this, right? You're called to Earth. Ring ring. Oh, ring ring. Hey, come to Earth. Go there. You're just like, let's bring my giant blender again. Because why the fuck not? Right? And you go there, and you see these crazy animals, crazy whales, and you're like, I bet I could blend them. Why? They bleed red. Why are you doing that? Why are you such a freak? Huh? Also, unrelated, he has huge tits. I could stand right under there by his feet and he wouldn't see me. If I could dodge his feet, I would survive. He is not a good killer. He is a good killer, I shouldn't say that. He has a design flaw. Anyways, back to that point, he's very logic centric. That's so much like my father. And I don't need another guy like my father. I already have one of those. That's enough. So, Shockwave, you're going into the capital F freak category. He's a freak in every sense of the word. Weirdo. Next is Soundwave. Soundwave, I keep turning the wrong way. Soundwave, really cool. He is the third in command of the Decepticons. He handles all of their audio and stealth and comms. That's the word, communications. Duh. He also is the reason the Decepticons are still alive and thriving after millions and millions of years of war. He is the only competent person, really, on that command staff. He also, while doing this, has children living in his boobs. Like, he has 5 children living in his tits. How does he do it? I couldn't do that. I don't want any children. But honestly, please, he deserves so much. He would come to tea with me. He is right there. He would come to tea with me just to give him a break. Who cares if the Decepticons fall apart while you're gone, Soundwave? I was right. Soundwave, you deserve a little break. Get a little break. You deserve a little break. Get a little break. Fuck the other Decepticons. You need a break. I need a break. I need to take off my necklace. My neck is hurting. I'm back and my neck is still hurting. I haven't done anything other than stretch. I feel like I made it hurt worse. Anyways, yeah, next, let's go through his children, actually, real quick. Laserbeak. This is a bird. He's the most... No, Shockwaves. But, nope. Laserbeak is Soundwave's most recognizable bird. He's used for surveillance and spying. I don't have many thoughts on him. He is a red bird. He goes in the okay category. I don't have many thoughts on him. He's red. Next, we got Buzzsaw, the less talked about bird. He is... Forget, I'm standing in front of the projector. He is yellow. He's less used. He's going right up there with his brother over there. Next, we got Rumble and Frenzy. Can I tell them apart? No. Do I know one of them has like pile drivers sometimes, like pistons on his arms? I was reading All Hail Megatron recently, and one of them had drills and created like nightmares or something. I gotta move so you can see my face. Do I know who that is? No. No. I don't, actually. Um, do I have any thoughts on them other than that? And that's pretty cool. No. So they're both going together. They're being ranked together. Don't question me. They're both going with the okay category with their other two siblings. Next we got Rat Bat. I really like saying Rat Bat. I think that's a funny name. Why is he called Rat Bat? That is just a normal bat. Why is he a Rat Bat? Reading All Hail Megatron. People are crossing the Hudson like George Washington, and he drowns them with his body, which is kind of cool. I don't know what else to say. He's going in right with his siblings and okay again. Next we got Ravage. Guys, I think this cat's so silly, so goofy. I love this cat. As stated before, my first introduction to my first introduction to a lot of Transformers, like the broader canon, was More Than Meets the Eye. And Ravage does make an appearance as like Stocks Megatron, silly, goofy, and he's just really cool. I like the cat. I think he's really cool. He can kind of turn invisible in IDW. Crazy. His Bayverse design, interesting. I like it. I like how he didn't just go with a puma. It was a cool design. It was like a laser cat. He's silly, goofy. He is. Oh, he's in Pookie territory. He's right up there with Megatron as his emotional support cat on the Lost Light, and also because when he died, spoilers, I cried. And I feel like that merits Pookie territory for him. Love Ravage. Next we're just going into random guys now. We got Autobots now. We got Cliffjumper. Cliffjumper was voiced by The Rock in Transformers Prime. Then died. Had like 5 lines. Cliffjumper just keeps dying. I haven't read Skybound yet. So he's not around enough for me to have an opinion. So he's going in the category because why do you keep dying? Why were you voiced by The Rock? For 5 seconds. That's where all their budget went. Next we got Wheeljack. He's a silly little mad scientist for the Autobots instead of the Decepticons this time. He's pretty silly. I thoroughly enjoy him. He is his own worst enemy. He blows himself on the regular. Icon behavior. My one gripe with him is in Prime. Imagine you're the Prime Riders, right? And you're like, I need a really cool Autobot to introduce to this team of Autobots, right? I want him to be like a war hero and really decorated and really cool and be like on the records, right? There are so many Autobots like that. There's even one with like the samurai theme, which is Drift. Drift. But no, they had to take silly little Wheeljack and change him from a silly little scientist into this badass man. That's not him. Let him be silly. Let him be a silly little guy. Stop fighting him. Guys, this is so rude to him. Anyways, Wheeljack, where would he go? He would come over for tea. I think we'd have a pleasant conversation. He would then blow my house up. I feel like we would have a good conversation, and I'm willing to take that risk. And also, I live in an apartment, so not my job. Next we got Sideswipe. Don't got many feelings on him. He hasn't been around enough for me to be like, ooh, I have this opinion on you. He was an All Hail Megatron when he stood by the side of Ironhide when he was beating up Mirage because he thought that Mirage sold them out to the Decepticons. But Mirage didn't. And Sideswipe, instead of stopping Ironhide, went, "There's people coming, Ironhide," and did nothing. Did absolutely squat shit. While Ironhide beat Mirage to a pulp. We don't love we love people. I should say that. We don't love bystanders here in this neighborhood. We want you just choose something. Do something. Don't just stand there. Do something. So for that, he's going in the huh category because why? Like, sure, beat someone up, but make a decision. Play with your chat. It's not that hard. Next we have is Twin Sunstreaker. Yes, we share the same first half of our names. First half of our names. But other than that, I don't know much about him other than all hail Megatron when he did sold out the Autobots because he thought the Decepticon faction was splintered. Starscream came up to him and was like, hey, I have this brilliant idea, right? So the Decepticons are splintered, right? So what we can do is you'll lead your guys here, and then I'll lead Megatron here too, and then you can ambush Megatron because you'll know. And then I'll end the war. It'll be great. Great plan, right? Sunstreaker. Yeah, no, I see nothing wrong with this plan. I can fully trust you, Soundwave. Sorry. I can fully trust you. Restart. Oh yeah, totally. This is a brilliant plan. I'm gonna do exactly what you say because you've never given me any reason not to trust you. Starscream. The non-manipulator. What could go wrong? Indeed, a lot went wrong. Prime almost died. Got his matrix ripped out of his chest by Megatron. It was a ruse, Megatron knew. And instead it was a ploy to kill Optimus Prime. And they all almost died and got sent back to Cybertron and to be eaten by these Insecticons. Not a good job there, Sunstreaker. But at least he made up his mind. At least he made up his mind, unlike his dumbass brother, who I already forgot the name of. And he was one slide ago. So just for like decision making, he's going in the okay category. Yeah, hell yeah, make a decision. Try to end the war. Next we got another red Autobot, Ironhide. Again, I don't know much about this fucker. I know he's the weapons specialist and Prime's bodyguard. I don't think Optimus Prime really needs a bodyguard. He is Optimus Prime. I don't know. I think it's a little strange, but you know what? Hell yeah, he's always trying to kill himself anyway because he's self-sacrificial like that. In all hail Megatron, he starts beating up Mirage because he thought he gave him up to the Decepticons, which he was wrong about. He did try to apologize. Mirage said, "No, I will not take that apology." Good for him. You do not have to do that if you do not want to. So where's Ironhide going? He is going into the huh category. Just like a huh. Why, when you think you have a hunch, you just start pounding. Next we got Blaster, another red Autobot. I keep turning the wrong way and I'm gonna get tangled up in my cord and I won't be able to speak because this cord is not very long. We got Blaster. The Autobot version of Soundwave, but less cool. He's red. He does not hold the whole faction together, and I only know him in like sparse instances. Like he'll sometimes show up in the back of comics. I don't even know any of his cassettes. That was a lie. I learned while making this PowerPoint that rewind, my silly little USB port, my silly little USB stick rewind, one of his cassettes. Weird. But it's just a less cool Soundwave. Soundwave's just so dope. Can't follow it up with a red one. So for that, he's going in the huh category, because why did you try to replicate Soundwave? Choose a different thing, bucko. Because you're always gonna lose. Anyways, next we got Perceptor. A silly little guy. He's an inventor or like a scientist or something. And then he almost died on a trip with the Wreckers, I think. I don't know if they were the Wreckers. I was reading Drift comics. I think it's just called Drift. I don't know. And he almost died and Drift saved him. And then he became a sharpshooter. That's crazy. That's so silly goofy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He also looks, he's a microscope. What do you, that was a crazy thing to me. That like, what do you mean you turned into a microscope? Can you choose? Did you choose a microscope? Out of all the things you could have chosen to turn into, you chose a microscope. I see you, little weirdo. He looks very British in this photo. So he's coming with me for a cup of tea. I do not know him. I do not know him that well. But he looks very polite and he looks British, so he would enjoy a cup of tea. Sorry, a glass of tea. He would. Next up, we got Springer. Springer is a part of the Wreckers. He's either leads it or is second in command, I believe. I have no thoughts on him. I got no thoughts on him. For that, he's going in the hunk category because why is he green? He got a big sword. I don't know. It felt right to put him in the hunk category. I got nothing. Next we got Cup. Oh, we got Cup. Here he is. He is a military man. He's an old military man. When you think of like that old strict general, but kind general in movies, that is what Cup is. He's been chewing. Cigar right here. I don't know. I can kind of see it, but he's been chewing on that cigar since before the war, probably a millennia before that. That's iconic. Hell yeah. You know how gross that thing must be, but he kept it around? You know how many bite marks? That's not even a chew toy anymore. Like, it's flat. It must be flat. It looks flat. He looks very kind. Very grandpa. He does give Drift a second chance. Lets him join his little team. So, even though he is high up in the military, but most of these guys are because it is a war. He's like a general. But even though that, it might just be because my grandfather died today while filming this. And he kind of reminds me of my grandpa. But he's going in the okay category. Okay, yeah, get that little cigar. Get that little guy, yeah. Next, we're moving on to more Decepticons. We got Skywarp, Starscream's Trine, one of them. I don't even know if Trines are canon. That might just be fanon. But Skywarp is fully devoted to the Decepticon cause. He's purple. He's sometimes a girl. And he's a trickster. And he can teleport. He can teleport up to like 2 miles, I think. That's so silly goofy. What do you mean a jet plane can teleport? You do more than just turn into a little guy, a little jet, and a little robot. You can teleport. That's crazy. That's so silly, so goofy. I love that for him. He is going up there with a freak category, right with his Trine mate Starscream. Lowercase f, for those wondering. Next, we got Thundercracker, the last of their Trine. He is not all sold with the Decepticon cause. He can create sonic booms, and he's blue. And he's blue. He's not sold on the Decepticon cause because he's like, this is kind of dumb. But then they're like, hey, just keep fighting people. And like, you know, I'm also lazy like that. I wouldn't do it if I was killing people. But I would also procrastinate leaving. Not killing people. I would not procrastinate leaving a faction that's killing people. But I procrastinate a lot. Anyways, he's going right up there with the freaks. Right up there with his Trine mates. He deserves it. Alright, so my dog has just joined me on recording. You have anything to say, Gus? He just sniffed the microphone. It did not pick that up. But anyways, let's continue, shall we? Next we're on to the Constructicons now. We got Scrapper. I don't know much about Scrapper other than he's the head. And dies and is replaced with Prowl, I'm pretty sure. Prowl does join the Constructicons sometimes. IDW? I don't know. I know he does it once. Coerced into doing that, which is what the fuck are you doing? But other than that, I don't know much about him. So he's a construction vehicle. I don't know which construction vehicle. My kids in daycare would be very mad at me, but he's going in the hawk category. Next, we got Hook. Hook is kind of silly. He is a uh excavator. I hope. And he has the big claw thing. Thematic. A lot of times, I don't even know if that's canon, but then it is. But his like aura is just like, just stick some duct tape on it. Call it a day. And that's iconic I fear. It's iconic I fear. Forget it. So he's going in the okay. Get it. Next we got Bone Crusher. I don't know what he is, but I don't want him to crush my bones. I like my bones where they are. I quite like being able to move, and I do not want to become goo. Be a very unpleasant experience. So for that, he's going in the freak category, right with Shockwave. My bones will not be crushed today, sir. Thank you very much. Next, we got Long Haul. He's in it for the long haul. He should be called U-Haul, and I would use him more. A lesbian joke, but a bad one on the spot with. He's dump truck. I don't know. He hauls stuff. Other than that dumbass joke I just made, just for that, he's going in the huh category because he deserves it, and I deserve it for that dumbass joke. Next we got Mixmaster. I don't know much about him other than he's kind of flat in this picture, and he mixed all my master like tur. Going in the huh category. That cracks me up though. Next we got Devastator. Devastator's kind of silly because he's all five of those dudes put together in one big dude. Like you can, how did you figure that out? You could do that. Did you? Can I just go with my like four other Cybertronian buddies and be like, hey guys, you know it'd be so silly, so goofy if we combined all together and become a bigger man. Well, how do you know you can do that? What? What happens? He's also so big. He's like as big as a sky. Nope. They're all bigger than our skyscrapers, but he's like as big as a Cybertronian skyscraper. That's so silly goofy. That is five guys stacked on top of each other to make one singular bigger dude. That's iconic. He's going in the freak lowercase f tier. Next we got Hound. We're back to Autobots, I guess. Hound? Don't know much about him. Other than the fact that he's a detective, I guess. And Loki's, the toy company, decided he was important enough. Transformers 1 to put him in the first round of blind boxes they released. I don't remember seeing Hound or hearing his name. I remember seeing background. But was he more important than Alita 1? Or Arachnid? No. Why the fuck do we have Hound in that? Why did you do that to me, in particular, as a lesbian? Anyways, he's going in the huh category for the gall to replace Alita, to think he's more important than Alita. Next, we got Mirage. I really like this live action design. I think it looks really cool. It's very streamlined, very Mirage-y. He also has a big ass forehead. For Mirage, it can turn invisible. He's pretty cool. He's a spy. That's why his forehead's so big. It's to resemble a chameleon. Also, in this movie this design's from, he has a situationship with John Lawrence of Hamilton fame. John Lawrence in the place to be, I guess, is Mirage's bed. Working on 3. So for that, he's going in the okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, you gay little guy. Go crazy, go stupid, go stupid. Sorry, you got beat up in All Hail Megatron by Ironhide. Next we got Trailbreaker. I like Trailbreaker, guys. He's pretty silly. He's another Autobot. This time, he has a special little power to make force field. I loved his small little comment. His little one-off explaining his character. He was so interesting. In that one, it wasn't even interesting. He was just silly, goofy. In that one, he just wants a Rodimus star for safety because he creates force fields. Everyone's like, no, you can't have a Rodimus star, which is like a gold star in kindergarten. Love that as a teacher. But he just wants this star. So he goes on a little adventure, and that gets broken into. And it's really cute. I really liked reading it. I think he's really sweet. So just for that, he's going in. He can come over with me for tea. He would be so polite and happy. I love him. Oh, alrighty. Next up, we got Grimlock. We're just gonna go through all the Dinobots right now. Grimlock here is the leader of the Autobots. He's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. He's very smart. Depending on which continuity, they're children of Wheeljack, the Autobot crazed scientist. He creates life. Crazy. And Grimlock, he's super smart, but he talks like me, Grimlock. I'm talking the same way, me, Grimlock friend. And you know what? We're gonna have tea together. I would love to have a conversation with him. I don't know what we would talk about, but me, Grimlock friend, and we are besties, and we are having tea at my house. That's all you really need to know. That's all I need to know. Next up, we got Slag. Slag is a Tyrannosaurus. No? That was Grimlock. What are you? You're not smart. What is this called? Tyrannosaurus. He's the one with the big comb. The big comb dinosaur. That kind of looks like a rhino. That's Slag. I have a figure of him in my room right now. Maybe I'll import a picture. Who knows? But you know what? He's so silly. His name's Slag. In that dinosaur, the dinosaur that he is, and I totally know the name of, that's a cool as fuck dinosaur. He can come to tea with me and Grimlock. Me, Grimlock, and Slag. We can talk about dinosaurs. My endless knowledge of them, as you can totally tell. I know so much about dinosaurs, guys. Don't even stress. Next up, we got Sludge. Sludge is that big dinosaur bronchiosaurus with a big ass neck. Horrible dinosaur for a war. You're basically a giraffe. What are you gonna do against guns? All you can do to fight really is just like lean down and start shaking your neck around, like you know how giraffes fight? But that's not gonna work against guns. You're gonna get shot in the eyeball before you can even get in length. Horrible dinosaur choice for a war. So you're going straight into the hawk category, because pick a better fucking dinosaur for war. I get it, you want to be tall, but there's other tall dinosaurs that actually work, actually do shit. Next we got Snarl. Snarl is the Spinosaurus. I know that one. Pretty sure. I really love his design. I really love like the crest with the tail, little spikes on it. I think it looks really nice. So, you know, Snarl can come to tea with me, with Grimlock. Vlog. I forgot his name already. What was your name? Forgot. Snarl, you can come to tea with us. We can talk about dinosaurs. My endless knowledge, as we've already covered. Next we got Swoop. Swoop! Swoop's a pterodactyl. I realized I've never seen Swoop until this PowerPoint making. And he's ugly as fuck. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be the turkey gobbler that goes gobble, 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 gobble that we draw? Why is that on your head? That's ugly as fuck. That looks so dumb. Is he supposed to be like a wizard something? Because if so, that's a horrible design. I didn't think that you were a wizard. I thought you were a turkey. Ugly as fuck design. So just for that, he's going in the freak category because that's a freaky ass design. Get a better design. You're a pterodactyl. There's better pterodactyl designs. Oh my god. Next we're on to the cone heads. I fear you guys already know where this is going based on the name. His name is Thrust. What? Just for that, you're going in the freak category. What the fuck is the name Thrust? Oh. Next we got Ramjet. I bet you think you're so clever with the name Ramjet. What are you doing? Ramming other jets? That's gay. Okay. So you already know where he's going. He's going in that freak category right next to Thrust. Freaky names. Next we got Dirge. See, just on like, compared to the other two cone heads that we have in this PowerPoint, he's pretty normal. But he has an ugly ass color scheme. What is this color? Fucking diarrhea yellow? You ran out of colors, so you chose diarrhea yellow? Ew. Disgusting. So for that, Dirge, you're going in the category, because get better color scheme. It's not that hard to get a good color scheme with a dark blue. Any other color would have been fine. Oh my god. What the fuck? Guys, now we're on to a little one. She's in her like little girl group in G1 that I don't know much of because I haven't gotten to that episode yet, but I found a list online and I just picked the ones I knew of. Guys, a little one's so cool and so awesome. It's so cool and so awesome. And so cool and so awesome. It might just because I was introduced to a lot of these characters in Transformers 1 and Alita 1's so cool in that movie. Guys, she's so hot in that movie. But I think she's super cool when she's alive. I love when Alita 1 is alive. I feel like Optimus Prime and Alita 1 should trade places a couple times. Like, keep Optimus alive. Oh, wait, no. Kill Optimus Prime, keep him dead, and have Alita 1. Girl boss it up because she's amazing and dope and awesome and cool and awesome. But guys, this is my wife. She's a lesbian. She's a lesbian. Look at her colors. She is a lesbian. And we're in a relationship and she's my wife. So she's already going up into that Pookie category. I love her so much. She's really cool when she's alive. Please keep her alive. Please keep her alive, Hasbro. Unlike my mic that just unplugged. Please keep her alive. She's so cool and awesome when she's alive. Oh, so she's a lesbian because like during the war she like had a checklist and Optimus Prime was like, he checked all the boxes and she's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, why not? Let's do this. And then after the war she like had a moment to herself and she was like, actually, I don't fucking want this. I know from personal experience. She's a lesbian. Next we got Kree. Kree's also so cool and so awesome and so cool and so awesome. Don't just look at her and be like, that's a really girly pop color scheme. Yes, she'll also kick you in the ass and win. She's really cool. And More Than Meets the Eye, the crossover, where the big one with Shockwave, I forget the name. She gets like her legs blown off and goes, I'm gonna go fight again. You can't make me not. Does. You got no legs. Or like not an arm. I can't remember. So she doesn't have a limb. That's so cool and awesome. That's so badass. I love her. So for that, she's going to get put in the freak category, but she's a very classy lady. Do not get that mixed up. More of like a, oh, you're just such a freak. Next we got Chromia. Chromia looks really cool. She's real cool. I haven't read a lot about her or seen a lot. But she looks really cool and really awesome and really sick. She can come to tea with me. She can come over to my house. I would happily invite her in for no alternative reason, guys. Don't even look at me like that. I can feel your stares through the screen. Oh, but she's so cool looking. She can come for tea anytime. Next we got Firestar. First of all, that's the name of a warrior cat. Most well-known warrior cat, too. Crazy. Next, when I met her in IDW, she looks like this. She's so pretty. She's so cool looking. So she can absolutely come to tea with me and Chromia. She's welcome to our house anytime too. They can all come to my house. We can do anything. They could just ask, and I'm absolutely down for anything. Oh, you're so cool, guys. Next we got another woman, Moonracer. I didn't know she was in Transformers One. I saw this picture and I was like, wow, that's so. Got a hair on my, sorry, a hair on my mic. Wow, that's so cool and so awesome. It's crazy. I don't know much about her other than the IDW 2015 comic issue. She worked with Knockout. That's pretty silly, pretty chill. She can also come to tea. We can also I'll have girl time, and we can do anything they want. For no reason at all. I'm not saying this for any reason. We got Arachnid. She's also a freak. She's going in the lower F freak category. Right there. She's having a grand old time. I'm having a grand old time. Next, since we're on Arachnid, who was in Prime, let's just go through Prime's roster. We got Knockout. He's the resident medic of the Decepticons. He's also gay. He's very flamboyant, he's very gay, and he has a canonical husband. But his introduction, iconic. Goes up to Optimus Prime. Sweet rims, 24 gauge. You're real heavy duty. Wow, that's crazy. Me and him would be besties, I feel, in my bones. A mean lesbian and a gay. It's a match made in heaven. So he's a freak, a lowercase f freak. He, for that comment alone, got Breakdown. Breakdown's really silly. He is Knockout's Conjux, his husband. They're very sweet together. They go on missions a lot. He was part of the Wreckers with Bulkhead. Um, he's also gets killed and taken apart, and they humans puppeteer his body. He can come for tea. He seems so nice. Me and Knockout just talk. He can come to for tea and just hang out. Next we got Bulkhead. This is animated. I get tangled up. This is Bulkhead animated version. He is very kind, depending on the continuity. Depends on how smart he is. But like in Prime, he takes a very paternal role for Miko the pop singers in Prime. No, Miko. That's very kind and cute. And this one, he's very smart, and he's also voiced by Patrick Starr. Bulkhead. Oh, you can come to tea with us. You can come to tea. You can catch up with Breakdown as me Knockout gossip. Yeah, we could have he's a nice little guy. Next we got Smokescreen. Smokescreen goes in Prime. Don't know much about him besides his role in Prime, because he's just Rodimus. Rodimus Prime, Hot Rod. Why couldn't have they gotten Hot Rod? Rodimus Prime. He's right there. He's the exact same guy. You could have used the exact same design, just colored it a little different. Why'd you have to bring Smokescreen into this? Who the fuck is this? Other than that, I like Rodimus, so I do like Smokescreen. I think his name was. I already forgot his name. Oh my god, I'm really good at this, guys. This is my calling. I'm bowing. So he's going in the okay category because he could be Hot Rod or better, but he's not. Next, we got Dreadwing. This is the only photo I found on Google that I could have a transparent background for the tier list. Ugly as fuck. I also don't know much about Dreadwing. He's a big guy. His name is Dreadwing. Another Warrior Cats-esque name. So he's going in. He's going in okay. Like, yeah, whatever. Go silly, go stupid, go big, go crazy. Next, we got Drax. Drax, this is there. And all hail Megatron while they're stranded on Cybertron, almost being fed the Insecticons, but kind of trying to survive. He tries to lighten the mood. We love that in a guy. Humor fills any void. I am humorous. some might say. And for that, he goes in okay, because we love guys who are silly and try to make light of a bad situation. It didn't work, but he tried. Give it up for Trax, everybody. He tried. Yippee! Next, we got Red Alert. This man, Red Alert, is anxiety incarnate. This guy can never have a one relaxing day in his life because he's always freaked out. So that makes my job really, really easy. Really, 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 really. Because he's gonna come get a cup of tea. I would not enjoy it. I would be there. I'd be terrified because I hate when other people are anxious. It makes me even more anxious, and I'm already anxious as is. I would not enjoy having him over for tea. But he needs it. He needs to relax. He needs a cup of joe. Anyways, next we got Beachcomber. Don't know this guy that much other than one clip of G1 where he talks really weird. I say that now. I feel like we're talking very similarly, but do not tell me that. I will cry. It's going in the freak category. He was saying something freaky. Next we got Omega Supreme. He's a big guy, as big as 5 Constructicons put together. This guy is one guy. But the thing is, his name is Omega Supreme. I would not like to go into a ship called the Supreme Omega. I'm no alpha male, but I've seen Omegaverse, and I would rather not. So he's going in the category. Why did you choose that name? That's a freaky name. You're a freak for choosing that. Next we got Skids. Oh, Skids. He is so bi wife coded. I know this. He is really silly in IDW. He forgets his memories and has to figure them out. Through that, he joins the Lost Light and goes on silly little adventures. Meets his. I don't think they ever made it official. I don't think they ever confessed. But his cool wife, and he thinks she's so cool, and I do too. Yeah, he can come over for tea with us. Like, yeah, he could. I feel like I could trust him. I could trust him more than a lot of these people on this list. So he can come for tea. Speaking of skits, here's his wife. Oh, she's so cool, guys. She's so cool and so awesome and so cool. She's so awesome. She's a woman in STEM. We love woman in STEM. As Rhett from Good Mythical Morning says, STEM, woman in STEM. I'm a man. I love woman in STEM. Or whatever the fuck he says. I don't know. But I just remember STEM, woman in STEM. She's just so cool and so awesome. And she's so pretty and she's so quirky. Quirky in like a good way. She's just really cool, guys. I promise. Oh, she's so cool. I love her so much, guys. I have a big crush on her. So just for that, she's going in the lowercase f freak category, and this is where I'm realizing that I did not do my tier list the best because I have nowhere to put like the people I have crushes on other than the lowercase f freak, or I would let them come over to my house for tea, like, and if they're not Pookie yet. Like, I just think they're really cool characters, and I would love to, like, kiss them, but I don't think about them too often. But Nanaka's a really classy lady, and I love her so much, please. Next, we got Windblade. She's pretty cool. I don't know much about her, other than in More Than Meets the Eye. She is in charge of that whole Titan in his brain, in his hand, or arm, or something, shoulder? I don't know. But she looks really cool. She has a cool sword, and she's really pretty. So you know what? She can come. Oh, she can come for tea. She can come to her tea. Next, we got First Aid. This is a silly little medic since we're here on the job. First Aid is very silly. He's trying to be the next CMO. He's so silly, so goofy. He's really good at his job, and he's really silly goofy, and he knows his stuff, and he's cool. I don't know. He's really cool. That's all I got. Alright, so he can come for tea too. He would love to have some tea. And I would love having him for tea in my house. I feel like we would have a grand old chat. Next, while we're on the mix, we got Ambulon. Ambulon. I also don't know much about this guy. He was on the Lost Light medical team. And then that's mostly what I know him for. So we're gonna put you in the okay. Yeah. Next on the medical team, we got Velocity. Velocity is a newer edition of Lost Light from Thunderclass's ship. Um, she's pretty cool. She's pretty dope. I like her design. Doesn't strike me as anything though. Oh, click. Pretty cool though. She knows her stuff. So she's going in the okay category. Yeah. Get a girl. Yeah, hell yeah. Next we got Hot Rod. Hot Rod. He is so full of joy, whimsy, fun. He likes to surf on asteroids, and he's so goofy. He's also so me for real, guys. You have to trust me. He's going right up there to freak because he's so silly, so goofy, so whimsical. That's what I strive to be. Next, we got his next iteration. Once he touches the matrix of leadership and earns depression, his name is Rodimus Prime. But he's still so silly, goofy, and hides all of his insecurity under a whelm of joy. Look at him. He's so fucking depressed. I love him. He's so me for real. So that's why he gets put in the Pookie category, because that's me, guys. Ah, that's me. I have a therapist for a reason. Next up, we got Orion Pax. But we come to an issue. In IDW, he was the cop. He was a head cop. Here he is, just beating up people because he was restless. Just because he wanted to. He's like, I couldn't think because Megatron's manifesto is in my head. So you know what I'm gonna do with my life? I'm gonna go beat up people. Such a cop thing to do. Here's my dilemma. All the rest of the Orion Paxes are like everyday workers. Like we got dock worker, librarian, data analyst. We also got miner. Like they're just normal everyday dudes. They ain't fucking cops. Ryan Pax, this one right here from Transformer 1, hate cops. He hate cops. He hates Darkwing. Oh. So I decided to split it into two. So Orion Paxes who are not cops. The librarians, the dock workers, the miners. Those are my Pookies. That is my Pookie. He is so silly, so goofy. I love the idea if he was so full of whimsy and fun and personality, and that all got sucked out with Matrix and war. But he's so Pookie shaped. Ah. And the rest of them are fucking cops. Go in the cop category. Next, we're just gonna move on through all the primes, right? So we got Prima. Prima is the oldest child, very much the eldest daughter vibes, even though it's a man transformer as much as a transformer can be a man. He typically holds the matrix of leadership. He's like good, like one step away from God because he's like one couple letters away from Primus, which is their god. There's just a lot of white in his design. Like, bestie, you gotta take a breath. Maybe incorporate something else. Feels very holier than thou. But I don't know exactly what we would talk about. Like, he's kind of the eldest daughter, and I am too. I don't know, but like, I'll support him on the sidelines. He seems pretty chill. He's in the okay category for those wondering. Yeah, get it. Hell yeah. Next we got Vector Prime. Vector Prime is the prime of time and space. Why do you need a prime of time and space? It's also said that he can travel through time, but yet still died. So that doesn't seem like a good. He's a pretty good staying alive. Also, being a prime of time and space and having like the power of time and space, right? Has the question is if these guys are just normal dudes, Because, like, Optimus, we know he was just a normal dude before he got the Matrix of Leadership. Is this dude just a normal dude, or is he like a god? Like, are all the primes god? Like, are the original 13 gods? Or were they like normal dudes before this? It opens so many questions that I have, and none of them are answered that I know of. And that's really weird to have a prime of time and space. Like, okay, freaks. So just for that, he's going in the hot category, because why the fuck are you in prime of time and space? Like, I'm not over this, guys. I'm not over this. What the fuck? So, next we got Alpha Trion. Alpha Trion is like the knowledge dude. He's typically like, the mentor to Orion Pax in many different ways. Like, think of Obi-Wan Kenobi and stuff. Like, he's just like, that dude's like, with great power comes great responsibility, Orion Pax. Cool. Dope as fuck. He's like a library guy. He loves reading. And I don't know what it is about the Transformers 1 design, specifically when he's old and decrepit. I really like that design. I won't expand on that further. So for Alpha Trion, Alpha Trion can come for tea. He seems very polite. I feel like he would just want tea anyway. Like, it doesn't mean it has to be over at my house. He would just always have a glass of tea on. Cup of tea. So we got Nexus Prime. So, you know, Mixmaster? No, that's just one of the Constructicons. Whatever the Decepticon. Devastator? I believe. Whatever one. The one that's like 5 guys. This is the prime of them. This is a prime that is full of 5 guys. What? He's the first dude who can combine into 5, like, 5 guys could combine into 1 guy. That opens so many fucking questions. Are each individual guy a prime? And if not, do they remember being Nexus Prime? Do they remember, like, oh, we're primes when we're all together, but when we're not, we're not? Like, how does it work? Like, what do you mean you're 5 guys and your religious symbol? Like, how does... He answers so many questions that no one answers for me. Why are there 5 guys in him? Why is he 5 guys burgers? What the fuck, dude? So the 5 guy, he's going in the hot category. Cause why? Why are there 5 dudes in you? Freaks. Next we got Solus Prime, the woman Prime, the first woman. She's also like their blacksmith, and she's really super cool, and she makes all their weapons and all their like artifacts, and she also has this huge ass hammer. Guys, she's really cool. I don't have a thing for purple bots, I promise. But I also have a crush on her. And just for that, she's going in the lowercase f freak category, but not because she's a freak. She's a very classy lady. But because I'd be like, oh, hey, freak. Oh, you're so cool. He's so cool. Awesome. Anyway, next we got Amalgamus. One of them. And he looks like this. He is like a prime that can change his shape. Like, he can change anything about him. He can just like change his frame. But he decides to look like this motherfucker. He don't even got a head. He got eyes for tits. His head is tits. What? Alright, I guess. That's weird as fuck, though. And just for that, he's going in the freak category, because if you could change anything about yourself, not saying that there was anything wrong with him, but why do you have the face for tits? That's weird. Next we got Liege Maximo. Liege Maximo is known as like the evil prime. The evil guy to like prime us good. And he does look like he would call me a slur. So I guess that works. Like, he's like a mastermind of evil and plotting and stuff, but like, why didn't they just kick him out? If they knew that and like knew he was a pathological liar, just kick him out of the group. He also looks like Loki, like Marvel's Loki. He looks like Loki, and that's a little weird. Anyways, he's going in the freak category, because why the fuck are you still there? Why are you just like evil? Next we got Alchemist Prime. I don't exactly know what he does. I didn't see anything on the wiki. I just knew of him from Transformers 1. But he's green. He's got another hammer. But Solus Prime did it better. I also don't know much about him, so I don't know how to rank him. I guess he's an alchemist, because that's his name. I also don't like the way he's looking at me. He's looking at me weird. So just the way he's looking at me, he's going in the freak category. Look at me with those 4-ass buggy eyes. Weirdo. Next we got Onyx Prime. Onyx Prime's pretty cool. He's like a triple changer, and he's the first beast transformer, so he has the first like animal alt mode. Which is pretty cool. He can turn into a centaur, a horse, and like a hawk, I guess. I don't know much about him other than he can turn into an animal, and that's a furry. So for that, he's going in the okay category, because we like furries in this household. I'm not a furry, but furries are very polite. And it's sick that he has 3 different things he can turn into. I also liked horses as a kid. I'm kind of biased, I guess. Next we got Micronus Prime. Horrendous name. Who gave you that name, sir? Ooh, you might wonder what else is Micronus about him. His penis. He also looks like a fucking ball. He is the first like mini transformer, like the small ones, the ones that are like this big. And he looks pretty silly. But he's a ball, and his name is Micronus. So yeah, for that, he's going in the freak category. Who hated you and named you Micronus? Was it Primus? Prima? They hated that man. They hated that man. I just know in my bones. Next, we got Quintus Prime. Apparently, he made an appearance in Earthspark. Didn't know that. He also created the Quintessons. What? What do you mean you created the like race that came to the planet that you are from and tried to enslave your race? What do you mean you did that? I thought they were just like a random alien race that was like, I want to colonize, which is not good, but like, you know what? Fair, whatever. Humans do that all the time because they're bitches. But you're telling me that they were created by this dude who's a Cybertronian for shits and giggles, and then they came back and was like, we're gonna steal you and make you all slaves now. Ah! Quintus, you bitch. So just for that, he's going in the freak category, because what the fuck? Why'd you do that? Stop fucking with live Cybertronians. This shit keeps happening. Next, we got Megatronus. Megatronus, which is Megatron's Pookie. His idol. Megatronus is really cool. I like him. He's known as the Fallen. He's known as the evil guy. When the like Liege Maximo's like right there, he's known as the Fallen. Why is he painted as the villain when Liege Maximo's right there? Like, what did this dude do wrong? Like, sure, he may have killed Solus in some continuities. But he looks so cool. And that oh, I want his new toy that's just coming out with the line, the Prime line. Ooh, I don't want anyone. I maybe want Solus. No, I want Onyx. I want Onyx's toy. Ooh, that toy is so cool. I also want Megatronus's, because his is sick as fuck, dude, with all those flames, but I don't have money. I saw him recently. Oh, I saw him recently when I was checking out the Transformers toy aisle. Oh man, guys, I almost cried. I did not almost cry. That was an exaggeration for comedic effect. Ooh. It was really hard to put him down because I don't have money to buy him right now. Oh man, but did I want to? Ah. Anyways, so where's Megatronus going? He can come to tea with me. I would love to have a conversation with him. I feel like we would have more to talk about than fucking Prima over here. I feel like we would just yap. I don't know. He seems like he's a nice, polite guy. I wouldn't have him over my tea just because I'm partial to Megatron. Never. I don't pull that here. Now we're going into the more than meets the eye characters because I know a lot of them and there's a lot of characters in that. So first we got Chrome Dome. Chrome Dome's pretty cool. He is a memo surgeon. He's got needles in his fingers that he can put into people's brains and make them forget stuff or read their memories. Fun fact, I remembered not that long ago, and by that not that long ago, I mean 30 minutes. He can stick his finger. He likes to go through people's eye sockets, even when there's brain readily available because they've been scalped or something. He will ask Ratchet to put the brain back in the head so he can go through the eye sockets. What? What? Okay, freak. He's also super chill. He has a husband named Rewind, who we'll get to next. He is depressed, but he cares a lot about people around him, and I think that's pretty cool. He also got huge ass shoulders, and the 80s never left for this guy. Anyways, he can come for tea. He deserves it. He can come and talk to me. I feel like we would have either so much to talk about or nothing at all. Next, we got his husband, Rewind. He is a USB stick. Was that your first option, buddy? Is that your first choice, or did you want something else to transform into? That's so funny, so goofy. He is Blaster, the red Autobot thing. The red Autobot Soundwave. That's it. He's a cassette for that dude. Which is weird, because how does a USB stick help you in war? I don't know, man. I'm not Blaster. Also, he is older than slavery. He's older than slavery. And racism, too. Slavery and racism, not just one. He also has a little camera on his head right there. He likes to record and document history. He also watches snuff films. Human snuff films. That's a little weird, man. That's a little weird. How did you find them? How did he find them? How did he originally find snuff films? Questions that we will never have answered, I guess. And so for that, he goes in the lowercase f freak category. I'm missing the top. Tap. Next up, we got Tailgate. Tailgate's old as fuck. He's even older than Rewind. He doesn't recognize Rewind. He was originally scheduled to be on Nova Primes. I think it was Nova. I can't remember exactly. A ship as waste disposal bot, and then promptly, when he was trying to get there, fell through the ground and landed in a cave and conked out for millions and millions of years. He skipped the whole war between. He skipped all of slavery. Slavery and racism. 1 and 2. I don't know. And he also missed Megatron and Optimus's war. They're super naive. People treat him like an infant because he's naive, and he actually almost dies of old age. He almost dies of old age, and here you guys are treating him like a child. That is an old man. He also like hoverboards, but like hoverboards from like Back to the Future. I don't know which one because I never watched it. So I know it's one of the sequels. I just saw the commercial on the DVDs that we had in the car growing up, the ones with the DVD players connected to the car, because those are so high tech in like 2011, I think. I don't know, early, my childhood. So he's pretty silly. He can come for tea. He's pretty silly cool. He wanted to join the Decepticons at first when he first heard about them. That's so me too, bestie. You can come for tea. We can talk about stuff. Yeah. Next we got Getaway. I have complicated feelings with Getaway, right? Now, to preference, I haven't read the Lost Light comics. I've only read More Than Meets the Eye. Because Ratchet dies and I'm scared. So I'm procrastinating. But, Getaway, so in More Than Meets the Eye, Megatron joins the ship that they're on, called the Lost Light, and becomes co-captain. Getaway doesn't like that. He doesn't like Megatron because Megatron is robot Hitler. Fair enough. And then when everyone starts getting buddy with him, he's like, "Hey, crew, people on the ship, who doesn't like Megatron?" Like 80% of people raise their hands. And so he stages a mutiny, and abandoning everyone who likes Megatron on a planet to get murdered by the Decepticon Justice Division. Not cool. Understandable, but not cool. The real thing I'm having complicated feelings on is his worth exactly. He groomed Tailgate. He used the word groomed. Crazy. And he also groomed Tailgate to be fodder for Megatron. Like this when Megatron's trying to be a pacifist and cool on the Lost Light, and Getaway grooms Tailgate to go kill him. He's like, "I really want to marry you," to Tailgate. And Tailgate's like, "Oh my gosh, I would like to marry you too. I think you're pretty cool." Like, okay, so for this marriage to happen, you gotta go do something for me real quick. Tailgate's like, "Okay, cool. What is that?" He's like, "I'm gonna give you these needles, the memo surgeon needles, the ones that Chrome Dome has. I'm gonna give you these needles, right? And you are gonna sneak into Megatron's room while he's sleeping, stick them in his head, and erase all his memories about being bad. Just to be safe, so everyone can be safe on the ship." What if I actually don't really want to do that? Then we're gonna have to restart and we can't get married. Oh, okay. So he goes to change Megatron's memory, but Megatron, as we know, isn't a fan of that. Who would have thought that the miner, who's seen people get their minds erased, doesn't like the thought of his mind getting erased? Or people coming at him with needles in their fingers when he just wakes up. So Getaway was grooming Tailgate to be murdered by Megatron so they can kick Megatron off the ship and kill him. That's crazy. What the fuck? So he's a weirdo. And he's the first one in the "Ooh, don't get me started" category. Yippee! 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 I guess you did get me started. I did get going. But yeah, he's a weirdo. Anyways, next we got Cyclonus, which is Tailgate's husband. I don't know if they ever make it official. But he's super old. He's the only one that Tailgate recognizes when he gets onto the ship. He's like, "I don't know who the fuck any of you are." "Cyclonus, I know you." Surprise to no one, Cyclonus is different from how Tailgate remembers him. But don't worry, they get together in the end. He also sings in Gregorian chants. That's silly. He also was a Decepticon and was like pretty high up. I don't know. I'm learning more and I'm working my way through IDW right now. So I'm working my way. I only know so much, guys. And he Bonnie. Like, look at those silly little ears, guys. You gonna hop around? You gonna hop at me? Hey. He can come to T2 with tailgate. We can just yap. I don't know exactly what we talk about. But we can talk. I'm down for yapping. I'm always down for yapping if you can't tell by this video. I'm a yapper, certified, bonafide. Next we got Whirl, sometimes tailgate in Cyclonus' third. He also jailed Megatron before Megatron became Megatron when he was just a minor. And while doing so, he went into Megatron's cell and then beat him into within an inch of his life, convincing Megatron, who was at that time a pacifist, that violence was the only answer that people would listen to. Orion Pax gets word of this, saves Megatron's life from being beat to death by Whirl, sends Whirl to prison, where Whirl loses his hands and face. So in a roundabout way, Whirl started the war. He's also a freak. Oh my god, he's such a freak. Like, he's so trigger happy. He's so ready to throw hands at all times. I don't know. He's just a freak. He does look back and apologize for being a cop. Good job. Maybe don't be a cop in the first place and beat up fucking prisoners. So just because he's just silly. He's a little freak. He's getting therapy. Love that for him. He's going in the capital F freak category. Next we got Swerve. Swerve is the bartender on the Lost Light. He talks like me, guys. I have no evidence for this other than I know it in my heart to be true, that he talks in the same tonation as me. You might be asking, son, why do you think so? Look at him. We're the same guy. He's pretty silly. He loves Earth culture. He adores it. He makes a whole holographic Earth based on sitcom tropes. I see you. He's also severely depressed. Oh, he's going into lowercase f freak category right here. Here. Right there. Because he's really cool and really funny. I just like him. I think he's cool. Next we got Drift. Guys, I really like Drift. He's so cool. Drift, otherwise Alias, also, other name. It's also known as the Decepticon Deadlock, the renowned sniper, who's not high command Decepticon, but high enough to where he was like, when he was under a commander and like disobeyed orders and was like, everyone was like, shoot him down, he's a traitor to the cause. Megatron sent a bounty hunter after him just to bring him back to high command so that he can resume working for the Decepticons because he's so valued. Crazy. Alright, get it, bucko. So once he escaped that commander or whatever his name is, I forgot his name. He goes down, crash lands on this planet, finds this guy named Wing. Wing takes him back to like this neutral city, and everyone's like, "Why'd you bring a fucking Decepticon here?" And Wing's like, "Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'll watch him, right?" So their conversation goes like this. Wing, hey, Deadlock, I'll find you a ship. I'll find you a way to get off this planet if you can beat me in a fight. You know what? Yeah, hell yeah. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll win. So the with no weapons, just hand to hand. What? My whole life I've only been training with guns. What do you mean? So you better get good. And then he punches the Decepticon out of Deadlock. That's so silly. Like, Optimus should really take note. But that's so funny and so iconic. And Wing's just like, why the fuck do you think that's helping? And Deadlock's like, I just wanted to make the world a better place because he grew up in the gutter, in the like slums, called the Dead End, where everyone was dying. That when the Decepticons came on the scene, he saw it as the way to make his life better and life better for everyone surrounding him. So he joined. And that's so cool. And that's such a good reason to join. And then once he left the Decepticons, he left for the same reason, to make the world a better place. That's so interesting. I love that for him. Oh, he's so cool and so awesome and so cool and so awesome. He's also married to Ratchet. They mean so much to me, guys. You don't understand. They met in the Dead End when Drift almost died from overdose because he stuck like, I forgot exactly what it's, but he just stuck like heroin in his head, but like Cybertronian heroin in his head, directly into his brain. Like, that's crazy. Ratchet saved him and was like, "Hey, dude, I don't say this to anyone, but you're destined for better. I can feel it in my bones. So like, go do something with your life." And then they talked more, and then Drift joined the Decepticons, and they lost touch, and they were on opposite sides of the war. Then they met again when Deadlock became Drift again. And then they guys, but Drift means so much to me. He's so cool and so awesome, and it's so cool and so awesome. And so is Ratchet. Oh, icon behavior. I fear. So you already know where Drift is going. He's going up in 50 category, right, with his conjuncts. Ah, they're so cool and so awesome, and my cheeks hurt from smiling. I fear I may have a problem, guys. Next, we got Wing. So we were just talking about him. He's the one that beat the Decepticon Deadlock slash Drift. Oh, he's so silly goofy. He's very religious. All right, bucko. But he also tries to save people from slavers. He also is like, hey guys, we might need a fight sometimes, even if we don't want to really fight. Iconic. Um, and he also dies in the same issue he was introduced, like the same series. It's only like 4 comics long, and he dies. I just want to get to know him more. So for that, he can come over and get a cup of tea with me. I don't know. I just want to learn more about him. I think he's really interesting. How did he get to the thing that he could punch the Decepticon out of Deadlock? Why do you think that? What made you think that? Has it worked before with other Decepticons? I'm curious. Next, we got Blur. Blur is the fastest Cybertronian. He does lose the Icon 5000 to Chromia in Transformers 1, though. So, maybe not the fastest, but he's pretty cool. He is typically a scout in war situations. Makes sense. He's fast as fuck. He also talks super fast. Okay, my ADHD king. Oh, I've been trying to talk slower, but I don't know if it's worked. I hope it's working, guys. Please. Anyways, just for that, he's in the okay category because he did lose that race. Maybe get better at running. He got wrong. Guys, this is my therapist. Oh, he's the one therapist I've seen in Transformers. Look at him in his little Segway and he's humming his little music. He's also God. He's also Primus. Like, everyone technically is a child of Primus because they get birthed from the planet and the planet is Primus, whatever the fuck. But he's like a specific part of Primus's spark. Like, he is Primus. He's God. I didn't know God was silly. And just because he's my therapist, he's coming over. He's coming over from my house to do a glass of tea because honestly, he's just silly. I would love to have a tea with him. He looks very British too. Next, we got Brainstorm. Brainstorm is an Autobot inventor, gun specialist. He makes a lot of guns. He made time travel. He created time travel just to go back and kill baby Megatron. he did that hypothetical where it's like, would you go back and kill baby Hitler? That's so iconic of him. He also, in IDW, behind his mask right here, is this Decepticon symbol. He joined the Decepticons too. He's a spy for the Decepticons, but not for any malicious reason, just because they had materials. When they're like, why did you join the Decepticons? He's like, because they had more materials for me to build my illegal guns. That's why I didn't really care either way. I just wanted to build my silly little things. And get that bag, sis. Yeah, go be silly, go stupid. So he can come for my house for a glass of tea. That's so iconic and so silly and so goofy. Yeah, join the Decepticons. Up next, we got YIPPEE. I don't remember much from YIPPEE. I constantly forget him. But I'm 80% sure he's the dude who goes up to a guy and is like, so I bet this is your life story, isn't it? And like says something. He's so full of himself because he thinks he's a detective, but instead he just got perception. Fuck, oh, I can realize people's shirts are red and they have family trauma too. You ain't special. Put it down. So for that, he's going in the huh category. I should have gone the other way. He's going in the huh category. Because what do you mean? You gotta tone down your. What's it called? Ego. You gotta turn down your ego, Buster. Next, we got Atomizer. Atomizer is Getaway's second in command. I don't know exactly. He's most likely featured more in the Lost Light actual comics, the comics that I am reading, that I'm procrastinating reading because Ratchet's gonna die and I can't handle that. Guys, I will get very, very depressed when Ratchet dies and I can't handle that. I've been procrastinating. But what I do know about him is when they held a vote if Rodimus should step down from being captain of the Lost Light, it was like an anonymous poll. And Atomizer gives Rodimus the answers of people who said no, that he shouldn't be leader, shouldn't be the captain. Do you know how crazy that is? That man already suffers from depression. Now you're just adding to it. What, for the drama? He's already depressed. Crazy. So, just for that, he's going in the capital F freak category. Trying to give Rodimus Prime more depression, which he does not need. In fact, next we got Riptide. Riptide's also with Getaway. Don't know exactly what he does. He was in a class. I don't know. He's cool looking. That's all I know. So for that, he's also going in the freak category because he's siding with Getaway. Like he's like their third. He's their what? Next we got 10. 10's really silly. He was like he worked for the T-Rest Accords, I'm pretty sure. We'll get to them in a minute. But he was like a bot for them with like with sentience, and they like reprogrammed him. He can only say the word 10, so they call him 10. He's like an artist and he loves making people. Oh, he has like a whole diorama of the Lost Light and like his favorite people there. And these are all his paintings he's done on himself. Oh, he's so cool. He's so awesome. And he's so cool. For him, he is definitely welcome at my house for a cup of tea. He deserves it. I don't know. He's just so cool, so awesome, so cool. Next, we got Fort Max. I don't have many opinions on him, other than he's just a big guy with big guns. My one opinion on him is that there's this person on Tumblr who does this really cool IU. It's about cats. Like if everyone on the Lost Light was cats, and I love their Fort Max cat drawings. He's such a big guy. You can't really see the @ here, but it's at madamadamui. MU on Tumblr. I will put their @ in the description. They're just so cool. I would recommend that AU so quick. It's so cute. And like I just love their drawings of how they draw the cats. Oh, it's so cool. But I don't have any thoughts on him other than he's a big guy. No, he becomes a cop. You become a cop. He takes over the T-Rest Accords. He takes over like the Ultra Magnus title. Because Ultra Magnus gives it up because he doesn't really care anymore. So Fort Max picks it up and becomes a cop. I forgot he becomes a cop. Oh my god. He's going in the cop category. He's going right down there in the cop category. Fuck that. What? I forgot. Guys, I genuinely forgot that. Oh my god. Next, we got Pipes. Pipes is pretty silly. I don't know too much about him. He dies to Overlord. He's pretty silly. He drives into things way too fast. He wanted to go watch a movie with Swerve, Tailgate, and all them. And when he was driving away to go meet them, Overlord walks in and Pipes runs into him. And he goes, ew, and steps on him like a bug. He's not a bug. He's a nice little man. He likes juice boxes. Why the fuck did you crush him? And then he stays dead. I want to know more about Pipes. Oh, this is so rude. Not cool at all. But he's in the okay category because I don't know him. Just speaking of him, we got Overlord. The resident capital. He's just a freak. Like, he's a weirdo. He's like, I don't know. He's like a power 5 scale something. Megatron experimented on him. He was a gladiator at the time and they got beat up badly by Megatron. He was what? There's a word for it. Best gladiator. I don't remember the word for it right now. And like Overlord tried to beat him and he didn't. And then Megatron experimented on him during the war to make him more powerful, and he is. But don't even get me started. Ooh, he's going right down there with Getaway. Weirdo. Next, we got Pharma. Now, this is another weirdo. He is a doctor. He was an Autobot doctor. He had a situationship with Ratchet in college. It was a situationship, guys. Trust. But he is like a super good surgeon. But when he's on a certain planet with the Decepticon Justice Division, he starts organ harvesting transformation cogs from everyone in his care just to give to Tarn, the leader of the DJD. And he's a freak. Like, he's weirdly obsessed with Ratchet. He does this thing where, here, let me reenact it. Let me put my mouse down. He captures Ratchet, right? Because he joins T-Rest, right, on his planet. And he's like, Ratchet. Because he's like bolted Ratchet down to like a medical thing, right? And he's like, Ratchet, I have this box right here, right? Guess what's in the box? I could care less. I don't. What the fuck? No, Ratchet, you gotta guess what's in the box. I promise it'll be worth it. My dick. I don't know. No, Ratchet opens the box. It's you. It's him. Like, it's his body. Like, it is Ratchet in his ambulance form. And then the next panel is just Ratchet, his head, a spine, and then his heart. Pharma, what the fuck were you doing with Ratchet in a box? I also headcanon that he's voiced by Germa, the YouTuber and the streamer. I think his voice is perfect. So just for this freak is going right in the capital F freak category. Because this is a fucking weirdo. Speaking of the Decepticon Justice Division, let's go through all of them, actually. First, we got Tarn, the leader. He's a freak, too. Like, he has this power where he can whisper in your ear and make you do whatever he wants. does it super centrally to torture people, because that's what a DJD does. He also gets so many TCOGs from Pharma. What are you doing with those TCOGs, buddy? He keeps burning them out and requesting more. What do you need those TCOGs for, buddy? Anyway, so for that, he goes in the capital F free category right next to Pharma. They're both weirdos. They're made for each other, I guess. Oh, got Helix. I don't remember how Helix tortures people. But he has 4 arms. He has 1, 2 in like normal places you think of, and he also has 2 on his tummy. What are you doing with 2 arms on your tummy, bucko? Huh. So just for the arm tummy, he goes in the huh category, cause huh? What? Oh. Next we got Kaon. I know it's pronounced Kaon, but I like the name Khan better. I think it sounds nicer. So he electrocutes people to torture them. He also has a pet that he's super attached to, and when the Autobots take him, he stops everything and begs Tarn to go rescue his pet. Tarn hugs him to comfort him and then kills him. Rips his heart out or head, I can't remember exactly, but he kills him. God forbid a man likes his dog. So for that, he goes in the okay, because I understand. Yeah. I also care for my dog. He's pretty silly goofy, so I understand. So next, guess what this guy does to torture people? He puts him in this hole in the center of his chest. He got a spiky hole. Stop putting things in your hole, man. So just for that, he goes right into that freak category, because stop putting people and things in your hole. It's very simple and it's very polite to do. Next, we got the pet of Khan. That is his name. You'll never guess that this man is an actual dude. So that is a man. That is a man who alternate form is a that guy, that thing, and was tortured so bad by the Decepticon Justice Division that he is now an animal. He's not a man anymore. He doesn't even remember he could. That's crazy. So just for that little factoid, he's going in the okay category, because I bet he did not want to be a like a bloodthirsty animal. He did not want to tear mechs limb from limb on a daily basis. Next, I got Vaz. Guess what he does to kill people? No, it's not this giant spike. He actually takes off his face, and his face is full of needles. How do you figure that out? You just go one day, and you just walk around, and you go, boop, oh my god, needles on my face. What? Okay. And just for that face thing, he's also going in the freak category. How do you know that? Last of the Decepticon Justice Division is Nickel, the resident medic. She fixes them all up. She also joins a group later called the Scavengers. And she's pretty cool. She's pretty sweet. She's like, hey guys, stop being dumb and let me fix you afterwards. Which is not great, because the Decepticon Justice Division, they're made to torture people. Just torture. They love to torture and kill in Maine. But okay, Nickel, yeah. Go crazy, go stupid, go crazy. But she's super sweet. She can come over for tea. Let's go move on to the Scavengers, the other group she joins later. First we got the leader, Croc. I don't know. He likes to keep all the people together. he has a little thing, like a little calm that he keeps clicking because he's trying to find his crew before. Oh, also these are all the scavengers are all Decepticons that keep trying to catch up with the main Decepticon fleet, but keep failing. They're just a little band of misfits and they're dumb. Love them. So for Croc, I don't know much about you, but you seem okay. So he's going in the okay category because he deserves it. Yeah, I'll support you. Next we got Crankcase. Um, honestly, don't remember much about him. I'm pretty sure he's the flyer. He's a pretty cool flyer. He flies pretty good. Don't have an opinion on him, so he's going in the Hawk category. Cause what do you do? He's right there. What do you do? What do you do? Nothing. Next, got Fly Wheels. Fly's Wheels is the like person who tracks him. He also can't lie without turning into his tank form. Terrible ploy when you're part of a faction called the Decepticons. Alrighty. He also dies to the guy who puts him in his hole. He gets put in the hole, the big hole with the spikes, and dies. So that's as much as I know about him, and he's going in the Hawk category. Because what? Why do you turn into a tank when you lie? That's not productive. Why did you die to the hole? Get good. Next we got Misfire, named after a time where that involved 12 other Decepticons. He's also pretty silly. He's like all down to pick up like random people that lived when they're scavenging battlefields. So yeah, we kind of adore that. Like, yeah, go crazy, go stupid. And he's also whoa. He's also the glue that holds together scavengers in general. So for that, he can come to the okay category right next to Croc because I would not let him in my house. I do not want to be shot. The next guy's Spinster. Speaking of being shot, he will shoot anything that looks at him weird. Ooh. Yeah, so he's going in the hot category because why do you shoot so much, bucko? Sit back and relax a second. Don't shoot the fire. Chill out. Next, we got Fulcrum. Fulcrum is a kamikaze bomb that failed to detonate, and a kamikaze bomb, a person who's made into a kamikaze bomb against their will, like non-consensually. The Decepticons turned people into kamikaze bombs non-consensually. What? Huh? But he didn't die when he kamikazed. Good for him. So you know, for that, he's going in the okay category because I respect his enthusiasm and like not want to be made into a kamikaze bomb. Like yeah, I wouldn't either, bucko. So next we got Deathosaurus. I bet you thought you were so cool coming up with that name. Like, yeah, guys. My name's gonna be Deathosaurus. I'm so cool, so awesome, and so cool, guys. I'm so cool and so awesome and so cool. That's a dumbass name. He works with Ton. What? Ton? Tarn? He works with Tarn to try to kill Megatron. Doesn't work. But yeah, just for that name, he's going in the freak category. A 12-year-old boy came up with that name. In making this PowerPoint, I forgot some few primes in the prime section. First one of those primes is called Nova Prime. See, Nova Prime he was a colonizer, man. Like, he was the one who wanted to leave Cybertron and go colonize other planets because he thought Cybertron was like the ultimate thing. He thought it was so cool and so awesome and so cool and so awesome. That's dumb. Why the fuck do you need to colonize? Fix your place first. Because during his reign, racism was getting started. Because he left and racism started. Maybe focus on that instead of trying to colonize. So for that, he's going in the cop category. Going in the cop category. I don't know what else you want me to say. Next we got Sentinel Prime. Sentinel Prime's pretty cool. I really like this design from Transformers 1. But he is classist, racist. In IDW, he does not do anything to make life better for the people who are disenfranchised and thought lesser than for their what they turn into. In Transformers 1, he literally takes out Transformers T-Cogs to force them to work in the mines. We don't like classism here, guys. He's a bitch. So for that, he's going in the cop category. What do you want me to say? He's a cop. He's a bitch. Next, we got Anonymous Prime. He is the Prime in IDW who actually started racism, like fully committed to the racism and classism. Was the one was like, guys, if you do not have a good alt mode, your alt mode actually the thing you transform into decides your whole life. So if you're like a mining bot, but you want it to be a poet, too bad. You're a miner. And that's when Megatron hated life. That's a bitch ass move. Fuck you, Anonymous Prime. So for that, he's going in the cop category. We don't like classist racists, colonialists. I don't know what else I forgot to name, but we don't like them. Next, we got T-Rest from the T-Rest Accords. He got shot right in his forehead, right here. Didn't die. Thought Primus was chosen to be the chosen one. Decided to kill everyone who was cold constructed. Decided to be racist against half the population of Cybertronians. Almost succeeded. So he's like a religious fanatic and a cop. That's terrible. We already know he's going in the cop category. I don't know why I put half the cops line after line. Not even half the cops. 2/3 of the cops right after each other. I don't know. I just felt appropriate. That's how it lined up. Next, we got Necrobot. Necrobot's pretty cool. He's from IDW. He travels around and helps Cybertronians pass on and transfers like their spirit into this like little blue flower of energon and plants it by themselves and like makes monuments to every fallen bot. And plants the little blue flower in front of who killed them. And it's really cool and really interesting. And he tries to help Cybertronians move on. He's like a very nice Grim Reaper. But he's just a guy. He's really cool, actually. So for that, he can come over for a glass of tea. I would just like to chat with him. I would love to hear all the silly stories that he has about people dying, because you know people died in silly ways. Humans die in silly ways. Why can't Cybertronians? You would know it. Next we got Quark. I don't know much about him. I read I think it's Chaos Theory. And I saw him in that. And I don't remember if this is true or not. I bet if I reread it, I'd probably get a different thing, but I haven't yet. But all I got from it, this man was racist. I got this man was racist. And since we don't have a racist category, he's going in the cop category too. Get down there with all the freaks. Break. Next we got Metal Hawk. I also don't know much about Metal Hawk. I was reading, I think it's Dark Cybertron, that series crossover between More Than Meets the Eye and the other ones that are still stuck on Cybertron. And he died, and Soundwave brought him back, and he like Bumblebee betrayed him or something. I don't know. He got crazy ass shoulders though. Like his design's pretty cool. So just for that, he is going in the okay category. Like I don't want to know more about you, but yeah, your design's pretty fun, pretty cool and awesome. So yeah, go crazy, go stupid. Next we got Thunderclash. Thunderclash is pretty silly, goofy. Rodimus hates him because he is everything that he wishes he could be. He is like Optimus Prime if he didn't need to touch the Matrix to become Optimus Prime. He's just a sweet old guy. He tries his best, and everyone likes him. That's all I know about him. I don't think he has anything else to his character. I think that was literally it. So just for that, I would like him over to my glass of tea. If I'm having Optimus Prime over for a glass of tea, he needs to come over for a glass of tea. He deserves it. Next, we got Terminus. Terminus is Megatron's friend when he was still in the mines. He's the one that pushed Megatron to actually publish his work and wanted him to be violent. But then Megatron's like, no, it'll be fine. But then Terminus dies. I think at a cave in. I can't remember. But he's pretty cool. Pretty cool and awesome. He does come back because of shit. Don't worry about it. Whatever. And gets Megatron stuck in an alternate universe, even though he wanted to come back to his main universe. But you know what? That happens to the best of us, because Terminus wanted to stay there anyway and help them out. And I don't know, he's cool. I like him. I think he's pretty silly, pretty goofy. So just for that, he's in the okay category. He's right here. I'm running out of space. I know I have all this space here, but this is where I'm supposed to put my guys. Where else am I supposed to go? Anyway, we got Freud next. Sigmund Freud. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his name. I don't have many opinions on him other than he has super long arms. He's also a therapist. I'm pretty sure. He also tries to get Rung to give him something about one of his patients, but he's like patient confidentiality, and so Freud is like, I want you to meet my friend, who's a freak, and we'll get to. And then he tries to like mind wash Rung. Crazy. So just for that, he's going in the freak category, because what did my therapist do to you? Protect patient confidentiality? You should do that too. Next, we got his friend, Sunder. He is a memo surgeon like Chrome Dome, but got weird, went crazy, and learned how to infiltrate your mind by just staring at you and you staring into his eyes. Horrifying. He also got super long ass toes. Why do you need such long ass toes? For that, he's going in the freak category right next to his buddy Freud over there. Next, we got Swindle. You'll never guess what Swindle does. Yeah, he's from the hit Nickelodeon original movie Swindle with Jeanette McCurdy in it and the other people I forget the names of. But he swindles people. He is a salesman. He joins the Decepticons just because it's more profitable for him. And that's iconic. He's just here to sell things and to scam people. So yeah, get that back, girly pop. And just for that, he's in the okay category right here. He cannot come into my house because he would scam me and steal my shit. Next, we got Crosshairs. Crosshairs. I remember what the fuck he does. Pretty sure this is the dude in All Hail Megatron. He tries to levy the mood, and it doesn't really work, but it works for a minute. And we love silly, goofy people. We love silly, goofy people trying to lighten the mood. I think I'm a comedian. I think I'm funny. That was dumb. So just for that, we love silly, goofy guys, and he's just going in the Maybe that's not the dude. Who the fuck is Crosshairs? In fact, that was not Crosshairs. That was someone else. He just shows up to Swerve's bar. That's all I know him for. He's just there in the background of IDW. More than meets the eye. Not in the background of all of it, but more than meets the eye. Anyways, next we got Waspinator. I don't know much about Waspinator other than he's ugly as fuck. Why you got eyes on your tits? Got eye titties. Other than he's like a scientist and he has a weird obsession with Prowl. That was a cop. Okay. Little strange, but he's going in the freak category just for that. Why do you have that obsession with the cob and why do you have tip boobs? Oh, I got eye tip boobs. Tip boobs are the same thing as normal. Next we got Rat Trap. Rat Trap's also fun to say, but maybe I just like saying the word rat. I don't know much about him other than he's ugly. In IDW, he is like Starscream when Starscream takes control over Cybertron because they elected him for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. He's like his second in command, and he talks Southern. Why the fuck does he talk Southern? Like they mark it in the text that he talks like this. What? What are you trying to say about me? What are you trying to say about people like me? Huh? 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 So just for that weird ass thing, he's going in the huh category. Weirdo. Next we got Lockdown. I don't know why he's down this far, but he's the bounty hunter that came to find Drift for Megatron to bring him back to High Command. I don't know what he's doing with his time other than that. He's a bounty hunter. We already got the Decepticon Justices, the DJD. They're already bounty hunters too, technically. He's a Decepticon bounty hunter. What do you do? DJD is already hunting people down, so why don't you join them? But you're like, oh no, I gotta be different and be myself and be cool and alone. What are you doing all alone there with your hook hand, freak? So for that, he's going in the hook category. That's a little strange, bucko. Next we got Lugnut. Lugnut's pretty cool. I only know him from a couple of, because I haven't watched all through animated, but I've watched a couple episodes. I only know him from that, and he's like a Megatron fanatic. He's pretty silly, so goofy. He's not smart at all. But he's got a banging wife. So for that, you know, he can come for tea with me. He can come to tea. I don't know what we talk about. I think I would just love to have a conversation with him. Also screams. I didn't factor that into my calculations because he talks loud all the time and my ears hurt often. So next we got Strika, his wife. So Starscream's technically second in command, right? But at least in animated, she's actually doing shit. Like she's the one with the rest of the fleet of the Decepticons besides the ones that are on Earth. Like she's really cool actually. She's really girl boss and so cool and so awesome and so cool and so awesome. So she can come to tea. They can both come to tea with me, Lugnut and Strika for no alternative reason at all. Next got Blisswing. I didn't know we didn't do him. Ooh. I do not want to do him. Also, the only time I've really seen him is in animated, but he's a triple changer in Transformers Animated, which means he has 3 different personalities and 3 different heads, and changes as 3 different vehicles. So he has a bot form, a tank form, and a jet. He also has ice powers. He's also German. He has a German voice. That's so silly, so awesome, so cool. He can come for tea. He can come to tea. I don't know. He's just a German guy with 3 different personalities living in his head. Crazy. Next, we got the 2 new people. The only 2 new people I know from the Lost Light, because after like their little arc was done, I stopped reading because I got scared. But they're lesbians. So win for lesbians. Yippee! So this is a Node. She is a archaeologist, dabbler. She's pretty cool. She also ran away from a thing that she makes sparks from or something. I don't know. She also hallucinates her girlfriend for like 3 weeks straight. Really puff. That's crazy. But anyways, she's so silly, so goofy, so cool, so awesome, and so cool. So she can come to tea with me for no alternative reason. She's just really cool, and I honestly would like to have a conversation with her. Next we got Lug. Lug is that girlfriend who was a snowflake, I guess. and he got turned back into her girlfriend. They're pretty silly together. They're actually really, really cute together, guys. I actually really adore them. So Lug can come to tea with us. Oh, they're so cool, so awesome, and so cool. I just want to get to know them better as characters because I think they're really interesting and they're lesbians. Guys, lesbian representation? When? Who needs JoJo Siwa when we have a Node and Lug? The Transformers. Oh, that's the end of the PowerPoint. I don't know how to end this. So this is the final count. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was very fun to put together. I'm sorry if everything was clunky. This is my first YouTube video ever. This is my first time editing ever. I finally sat down and decided to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know your thoughts, comments, anything. It could be negative. I don't really care. Just put it in the comments. I'm always open to hearing about them. I'm going to try to read every single one of them. I probably will be able to. And I just want you guys to know that thank you so much for watching this far in. The videos are only going to be going up from here because as much as I enjoyed doing this project and working really hard on it, it's not completely up to my standards. I want to do better. I will continue to do better, whether that's updating my setup, my recording equipment, or like learning more about editing. I will continue to do that. So I just want to say thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.